So this is the single biggest / tallest box I have ever gotten from anybody at any time in owning this channel. And I've gotten parts for cars that are smaller than this, like bumpers for cars come in boxes smaller than this. So this is different. This is a really big box. Like, genuinely, this is a big box. I'm 6 foot tall and it's almost as tall as I am. So I guess we'll find out here in a moment what's inside the box. Stay tuned. So because I believe in transparency and to show just exactly what this process looks like, I am definitely going to record what is in this box, because this is the single biggest box I've ever seen a guitar shipped in. Of course, you got your stuff from Sweetwater for your, promotional stuff. But look at this. One layer, 2 layers, third layer, which these two guys realistically, 1 and 2, they were working as a side gig as well. So is this guy right here. So it insulates on the side, but look at how well they insulated this guitar. Box inside a box. Look, just so you can see exactly how much padding there was. Now, that's a lot of insulation. And I am 99.9% sure that this guitar is going to be in the best shape I've ever seen anything we've ever shipped, because it has been cradled by all of this during shipping. I'm going to spare you me trying to get that out of this box and just skip to the part where it's actually out. For representation purposes, now you can see how big this box is compared to this box and how much insulation went around it. So look at the depth and height of the difference of these two boxes is. Now, that's not a complaint. I don't want you to think I'm complaining. I just want to show you how much went into insulating this guitar for shipping. Again, not a complaint, probably a compliment actually, but that's a really big box for a really normal sized guitar box. I'll cut the top open and cut back to the opening process. So obviously, this is my first Martin guitar. Matter of fact, I think this is my family's first Martin guitar. I don't think my dad ever owned a Martin that I knew of. And since, I've known him since he was in his 20s, I got to tell you, this is a first for the family. Maybe some of our other family members have had one of these, but I personally never have. And the reason I haven't is because I found a tailor one time that was so nice and played so well that I couldn't get past how good it played, and decided that every time I picked up a Martin, it just didn't sound as good as the Taylor. So, this guitar is a departure from the Gibsons and Fenders of my youth and adulthood so far. At almost 50 years old, I have finally bit the bullet and bought a Martin guitar. And I do not know what to expect from this, though I do like the case. And I gotta tell you, it's a really nice case. Well, let's just do this. The Martin D15M acoustic. This guitar is by far and away something I've looked at over the years and never actually bit on until this guitar. And I gotta tell you, I'm a little excited to actually hold one of these. I've played some over the years and thought, it's nice, but never really gotten one to hold for very long. Mostly because I just didn't feel the need for it because of the Taylor and my Fender Newporter. But this one's actually kind of nice. It has a really pretty wood grain to it. What do you get with a Martin guitar? Proudly strung with Martin acoustic strings. Interesting. Oh, it's a TKL case. Canadian made. Very nice. I'm presuming this is going to be a truss rod tool, maybe? Nope. I bet you that's the end pin for the, yep, that's what that is. The end pin for the guitar, because I don't think it comes with one installed. In case you want to put one different that has something else, or put a preamp in there, I guess. But Martin 3-ply hard shell case, $345. Ooh, care and feeding guide for your Martin instrument. That's different. I might actually have to read that. So, I personally have never gotten a guitar in my life that didn't have an end pin already in it. So, I may have to work on that. Anyway. Yep, there it is. No end pin. All right, well, I'm gonna tune her up and then play some basic chords on it. First impressions are this is a really nice guitar, and the neck has a satin feel. The whole guitar actually is a satin finish guitar. I mean, it's not, I guess it's not really satin, but it doesn't have a high gloss to it, so it's a different feel than I'm used to, especially since my other the mahogany topped 8027 has a satinish feel to it, but that's because it's the American Dream guitar, so they have a very similar feel to this, but that guitar is a little bit different. There's what I think is a little bit of quality control issues with the nut, but of course my allergies are going to kick up while I'm trying to do something. But the feel of it is really comfortable, and I don't know what this pattern is on the neck, but it is very comfortable to just hold and play, and the feeling of it makes you feel like it probably is significantly more, I don't know, it's probably faster, and I'll bet you finger pickers or flat pickers that are better than I am in bluegrass probably use this guitar on a regular basis, and I can definitely see why, because it certainly feels like it would be a fast, easy to play neck. But man, if anybody knows how to get rid of really bad allergies, I'm open to remedy suggestions, because my allergies here in Texas are killing me, because this business of us going from 70-degree more days to 25 and 30-degree nights, absolutely killing me. But this guitar has a really warm sound when you're finger picking or just strumming. Man, this reminds me of playing Bob Seger with my dad when I was a little boy. This guitar feels like a satin version of the Newporter, and the Newporter sounds really good for a laminate guitar, and this is definitely giving me some that same vibe, and it's got the same sound. I am anxious to put these two next to each other, and for that matter, put it next to the AD27. I mean, the AD27 is a less expensive version of this guitar, so the American Dream guitars are cheaper, but this has a Martin sound, and this actually plays better than any other Martin I've ever picked up. And I don't know what, if anything, has changed at Martin, but this is the single best feeling. The action is so much lower than I'm used to on Martins that I really do wonder if they've changed something from what it was in the past. So I don't know. Maybe Martin's doing something different. Maybe they're changing the way they're doing stuff. This is definitely the best feeling Martins I've ever done, and I can absolutely justify the price of this guitar based on playing it. And that's something I've never been able to do, comparatively speaking. Now, I also want to point out, Taylors in the 90s were about 2/3 the price that a Martin is in the 90s. So you could get the same quality guitar, even though it was made differently. You could get the same quality sound and guitar for a lot less money. Whereas now, Taylor and Martin are probably about neck and neck with each other on price tag. I mean, Taylor has definitely stepped their game up. Their low-end models that are made in Mexico are probably right on par at the same price as a Martin. What do they call their Martin? Road Worn series or something like that. But those guitars are probably pretty similarly priced. But the high-end Martins and Taylors are within dollars of each other, if I had to guess. But I can certainly understand, after all these years, I can certainly understand why somebody would want one of these guitars. And I don't know that I'd go out and buy a D28 or a D35, but I don't know, man. This might be a gateway drug for me. This definitely makes me feel like there's a place in the heart for one of these guitars, and I'm surprised by that, because I did not expect to be enamored by the way it felt and sounded. And the wood grain is actually really nice. So, Martin D15M, they were in stock at Sweetwater. You should definitely check one out if you're considering a mahogany guitar, and this one definitely needs some cleanup on the fretboard because it looks dry. So I'll do some cleanup on the fretboard, and then we'll maybe put it up against some other guitars in the lineup here at the house that are worth the time to compare them to, because like I say, this guitar is actually really nice, and I'm surprised by that. Till next time.